The unsung hero actress, who has Natasha, Lev, and Maxim with husband Valery Bure, recently confirmed she has moved away from Hollywood, and she's now explained it was due to security reasons as her family have had quite a few problems over the years, with fans taking photos and even coming up to the door of her home. She told Fox News Digital, "We didn't feel safe anymore, and that was the biggest reason that we moved. It's amazing what people feel they can do, and wanting to be a part of your life in some way. Some of it is innocent, some of it wasn't. But it's quite unnerving when you're just trying to be a person and live life, and you don't know what's around the corner." The star didn't reveal where she has moved to, but confirmed she is still in California. She said, "There have been all kinds of stories as to where we moved, and none of them are right. None of them. We didn't move to Nashville. We didn't move to Texas. We're actually still in California. We just moved up north. We're no longer in Los Angeles." Candace, who grew up in Los Angeles, shot to fame when she was just 11 years old and cast as DG Tanner in Full House. And she will always be grateful to her parents for ensuring she stayed grounded by treating her like a regular youngster. She said, "Even though I had a full-time job and we were on a show, I went home and still had to do chores and take out the trash and do homework and make sure grades were good. All the things that we want our kids to do and help them learn to do." And the actress was grateful the Full House set was such a wonderful place to work, particularly after watching the 5-part docuseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, which explored the toxic culture behind the scenes of many 1990s and 2000s Nickelodeon shows. She said, "You realize that there are very different experiences in the entertainment industry. Some are wonderful. I had a wonderful experience. Not only were my parents wonderful, but so were the people on the show. We had good people around, but there's bad people in the world. And it's just so unfortunate to see that sometimes these kids got stuck with some bad people. And it's awful to watch and really heartbreaking. I feel so much for them, and I feel for their parents, because especially when you're new to the industry and you don't really know, I think there are a lot of parents that want the best for their kids, but they believe everything that they're being told, and they don't want to ruin it for their kids. And that's the heartbreaking part, is that they get taken advantage of too." Candace Cameron Bure is known for her role as DG Tanner on Full House and Fuller House, as well as for being an advocate for traditional family values and offering wholesome entertainment. She recently opened up about a scary, life-threatening incident on the set of Fuller House. "If I just even shifted my weight the tiniest bit, it would have probably broken my neck," recalled Bure in a recent episode of the How Rude Tanneritos podcast. Bure recently was a guest on How Rude Tanneritos podcast hosted by Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber. After the trio talked about Bure's son recently getting married, they began to share about old times. The hosts loved reconnecting with a longtime friend and co-star. "I have to say there's something really special about Kimmy and Steph being able to interview DJ, and we love catching up with Candace and reminiscing on the wonderful memories from our childhood," said Sweetin. On Fuller House, the actors were able to do their own stunts. They reflected on funny memories surrounding an episode of Mexican wrestling. But the tone of the podcast quickly turned somber when they recalled an episode with an obstacle course in the living room on set. Bure remembered, "I almost died." "Yeah, that's not even an exaggeration," replied Barber. As part of the Fuller House episode, DG Tanner wanted to complete an obstacle course, much like those seen on American Ninja Warrior. So, in comedic fashion, the group set up a course in the living room, including a zipline. The intention was for Bure to go through the course and zipline across to a platform. But a safety feature was missed during setup. Bure shared, during rehearsal, the rig was not set up correctly, and there was no safety stop on the end of it. She continued, "So, when I landed off the zipline and stopped, The whole mechanism, which is all metal and very, very heavy, slid right off the track and came right next to my head with an inch. It dented the floor, Barbara chimed in, showing their support. Celebrities including Candace Cameron Bure and Jamie Lynn Spears praised Jessie James Decker after she defended her children's abs via social media. "Yes, ma'am, sick? Your kids won the genetic lottery," the Zoe 101 alum commented via Instagram on Monday, November 28. Go Team Decker. The former Eric and Jessie, Game On star, 34, clapped back on Monday after an earlier photo of her kids showing off their toned physiques made headlines. The country singer shares daughter Vivian and sons Eric Jr. and Forrest with husband Eric Decker, whom she widowed in 2013. Courtesy of Jessie James Decker, "I didn't plan on addressing this because it's bonkers," the Southern Girl City Lights songstress began in an Instagram post. "But being accused of photoshopping abs on my kids, or the polar opposite over overtraining our kids, makes me realize how bizarre our world has gotten regarding the body, and what's normal and what's not. We preach about body positivity and acceptance, but my kids having a mass amount of genetic and built muscle from athletics is weird." James Decker went on to note that her kids are all involved in athletic pursuits, with Vivian participating in gymnastics, Eric Jr. playing football, and Forrest loving dance. "Let's not pick and choose what we normalize regarding bodies and be accepting of all people and children," the Dancing with the Stars alum continued. "If we want to do better, then do better. I'm proud of my children and encourage them to live their dreams. So we'll see y'all at the 2032 Olympics, and wearing Bubby's jersey in the stands and dancing at Forrest's rock concert." The kittenish founder's husband chimed in with his own thoughts, praising his wife for going mama bear on her critics. The reality star initially posted a photo of her children on Saturday, November 26. While some followers questioned the kids' muscle definition, others joked that they were jealous of the trio's toned physiques. "How do they all have better bodies than me?" he quipped Alan Burstyn, who was partnered with James Decker on season 31 of DDTS. Country singer Kane Brown added, "Just wait till I start doing two-a-days, they're ripped." Decker, for his part, gushed about how much fun the family had on their Thanksgiving vacation, sunshine football, and beach time. He commented via Instagram, "Gobble gobble in our element." Keep scrolling to see which celebrities supported James Decker after her social media clapback.